Well, we have a very special guest with us on CNBC TV 18 here today, Mr. Errol Musk. Thank you so much for joining us here on CNBC. My first question to you is, it's obvious you're in India for the first time. How are you liking it and what brings you to India?
Well, I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. From the moment we landed at this spectacular airport in Delhi and until now, it's just overwhelming. It's just absolutely incredible. And what brought me here is I have been in talks with an Indian electrical engineering company with a view to helping them expand their electrical vehicle charging stations and transmission of electricity and so forth. And it's a very energetic company and filled with some of the most interesting people I've ever met.
Yeah. Mr. Musk, you spoke about the electric vehicle segment of India and the company that you've been associated with, Servotech. Let me just ask you about the EV space in India. How big do you think is the opportunity? What are the kind of challenges that you see? And globally, where do you see India emerging as an EV hub or EV market?
Well, the electric vehicle market at the moment in India is worth 8 billion. But the company expects the market to grow by tenfold within 5 years. So it should be about 100 billion within 5 years. Now, that kind of growth is really very hard to keep up with. That requires all hands on deck to be able to cater for such huge expansion that we expect in the electric vehicle and electrical vehicle charging systems, transmission of electricity. It's a field in which many new companies are getting into and starting all around the world. This is one of the better ones. Yeah. And this company will probably be working in 40 countries within 5 years.
Okay. Let me just talk to you about the Indian market as a whole. How big do you think the India opportunity is from a point of view of somebody who's been seeing the markets grow worldwide? What do you think about India as a market?
Well, India is a huge market. It's a huge market filled with very smart people. And, it's quite obvious that the government is very keen to have virtually the whole of India go over to electric vehicles. So everything is positive as far as the Indian side is concerned, yes.
And how do you see India as the world's fourth largest GDP, fourth largest economy now? What do you think are the challenges and the opportunities for global players in this country?
Well, that makes India one of the world's leading powers. So, and it has a lot of responsibility that comes with it. So it's high time, I would say. India is filled with the most extraordinary people. It's a continent, really, a subcontinent that has a history that goes back, what we know of, 14, 15,000 years of records, some of which I've read. Some of these records talk about India in the Vedas having flying vehicles 15,000 years ago. So there's so much to discover in India. It's a fascinating place by any measure.
Okay. On that context, I would want to talk about Tesla, Elon Musk's company. What are your thoughts about, Tesla has been in talks with the government of India for a long time, and we were expecting it at some point to make in India. But today, the Minister of Heavy Industry has said that, there are no plans of Tesla making in India. How big do you think the opportunity in India is for Tesla? And how do you see this entire uncertainty about the company coming to India?
Well, I don't think there's uncertainty. It's a very big investment, and you want everybody to be on the same page when you make such an investment. And it's getting there. I would have liked personally, it's a public company, it's only my opinion, I would have liked personally to have seen Tesla already building cars in India. A gigafactory. It should have been here already. There's no question about it. But there are a lot of people who have their own ideas that they want to satisfy. They look at the needs in their own country and they see how this will work or not work. So you have to give people time to let them work things out. But there's no doubt in my mind that there will be a Tesla gigafactory in India. There's no question about that.
Okay, are we speaking about the Trump administration now, the tariff wars that are going on in the world amid the uncertainty that we are seeing across the Middle East, in Russia and Ukraine, and then the US, the Donald Trump administration's tariff impositions in the 90-day period that we are seeing to end anytime soon. How do you feel about all of this, and how do you see this for both the markets, the US as well as in India?
Well, I am a great supporter of Donald Trump. I'm very glad that my son has become a great supporter of Donald Trump too. They are common sense people. They are business people. They're not career politicians who've never run a hamburger stand in their lives. These are real people who know the real things about life. I think we can be very confident that all the adjustments and things that are taking place now are necessary, and that a lot of the things that were in place were not right. So we are in a much better position now, place now in the world, India, the Americas, Europe and so on, than we were last year this time. Much better place.
Okay. My last question to you, Mr. Musk, is about the US economy. Are you anyway in anticipating a recession, a slowdown in the economy?
Absolutely not.
And what makes you so confident, sir?
No. That's media hype. No, that's nonsense. No. America will expand very much, just like India will in the next while.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Musk, and I hope we see you in India as soon, much more than you have.